We covered a bunch of different ways that you guys can use to structure deals creatively, but I just wanted to touch base on that creative finance is not right for every section. So the biggest downfall is people start to learn how to do these things and want to structure every deal creatively, but it does not make sense for every deal. You can still buy deals conventionally and it makes sense to do so. So it's not right for every situation. We like to say that you have a tool belt and this is just one of the tools you use for specific situations. I still buy a ton of conventional deals, but we also do creative deals and sometimes you can mix them a little bit at a time.
Yeah, the important part is the deal itself. If you find a great deal and the seller says, I want a standard conventional loan and you're a house hacker and you can put 5% down, go get it.
Yeah, so to touch base on that, 5% down is typically the best loan type you can do, so you should do that all day long. But you can start adding this stuff in to help you build and scale portfolios. And there's a few different ways you can buy deals. One way when you're buying it conventionally is typically you're looking at price. When you're starting to get creative, you're looking more at terms rather than price. So you can buy a deal on price or terms.
Yeah.
To give you guys a few keys to make you successful, these are some things you have to think about. You have to make the deal a win-win. If you don't make the deal a win for the seller, they're not going to take you up on the offer. It has to make sense for the seller as well as you to make the deal work. So to do that, you have to understand what the seller's needs are. So are they looking for a specific price? Do they just want monthly payments out of this deal? Why are they selling? How long are they willing to carry a note for if they are willing to carry a note? And then how much leverage or skin in the game do they need to see from you, right? These are all things you have to figure out to structure the deal, but also additional things to figure out with the seller is their motivation and why they are selling.
Absolutely, and that's something that really comes with experience and learning to ask the right questions, right?
And then the biggest downfall I see is not making sure all parties involved know what's happening. So a lot of time people try to structure it and they think they pulled one over on the seller and they have this great deal structured and it falls apart last minute because the seller didn't truly understand what was happening. So it's very important all parties involved are on the same page, which is going back to win-win, right? If it's a win-win for everyone, everyone wants to move forward with the deal and it makes sense.
Yeah, if the seller doesn't really know what's going on, they don't understand how it's not a win for them, eventually they're going to find that out most of the time, right?
Correct. So throughout all these sections, we've talked about all the different types of creative finance. I went over specific deal examples and structures to show you guys how we actually did them. And then we talked about some of the keys to success. We have other classes that dive into the numbers and some of those other things as well. But if you liked what you saw here, sign up to work with us and we can help you structure these deals so you can build and scale your portfolio.